Do you want to do some psychic spying? Have you got a situation you want clarity on? Let's do it. Okay, this is an example of one of my present and future readings. They're currently on sale at 18 quid. You can find them via the link on my socials. Right, so I want you to clearly get a situation in your mind. You have to be involved in it. It can't be just something completely random. Okay, don't work like that. A situation in your mind that you want clarity on. So we're going to find out first off what the plan was and then what's going to happen. Okay, or what did happen if it's a bit more past related. Please remember these are collective. Like I say, you can get a personalised one, cheap as chips, same day guaranteed recorded. Don't be tight, okay? Us readers have to feed ourselves at Christmas too, okay? Right. So what was the plan? What was the plan here? Oh, got the Hierophant flying out, so we'll go for that. Itchy, itchy nose. Right, okay. I have to go a little bit left field with these, so bear with me. So we start off with the Hierophant. So the Hierophant's one of the divine masculines. Is divine masculine on a more spiritual based level. Now it relates to my star sign of Taurus, sticking to some kind of tradition. The other way that we can go is going on a journey of self-discovery, learning more, developing more. Who are we? What's our purpose? What's our role? Hold fire on that. We then got the Sun card. Sun card, fixed card, means it's the most positive card in the deck. It means the birth of something new. It can sometimes indicate pregnancy. Okay. Nine of Cups in the reverse. Cups, water, emotions. Nine's reflection cards. You're the chap on the bench there, the stool, proudly presenting the 9 cups behind him. It can talk about achieving some kind of abundance. Oftentimes for me, it's when stuff goes wrong, people let us down. It's about looking back and going, do you know what? I turned up, I showed up, I put the effort in. If they can't see that sideways, they can watch me rise. Reverse position, it's when things haven't gone right, but we're still in this energy. Is there any more I can do? The other way we can go with this is coming out of something, achieving it, and remaining humble. Okay, I don't think it's that. Right. Right, we then got the Lovers in the reverse. So the Lovers in the upright position is a beautiful, positive, powerful card. It means bringing in some kind of new love. I always like to put a caveat on this card. It can be lusty, hence why we've got the naked Adam and Eve figure there. I don't really want to go there in this case. Right, reverse position. Well, the other way we can go is got the fiery winged angel, so it could talk about fire, passion, excitement. Okay, it's in the reverse position, so it either talks about that loss of passion and excitement or separation when it comes to love. High priestess in the reverse. So the high priestess is the divine feminine counterpart of the Hierophant. Okay, upright position is about balance, duality. What I preach: standing your ground. Okay, knowing your worth and value. You shall not pass. Okay, she's intuition, she's connection with spirits in the reverse position. So there's a blocking of that. Overall outcome card. Six of Swords in the reverse. Right, so upright position. This is about going on to calmer waters. It can indicate some sorrow attached to it in the upright, hence why we've got the figure there cloaked with the head down. Reverse position, it's when we're meant to go, right, I'm out of here, I'm done. Okay. Obstacles or blockages. Eight of Pentacles. Pentacles, earth, money, finance, non-financial wealth. That's what we're investing our time, efforts, and energies in. So you're the chap there on the bench banging away at the pentacles. He knows he's not a master of his skill yet, but he's happy to go through this process. He's not that far to go yet. He's pushing forwards. I feel like the obstacle or blockage here isn't in regard to you. It's in regard to this situation. What it's almost like you're causing that blockage to this panning out, and I'll explain where I'm going in a second. Removing any blockages. Nine of Wands in the reverse. Wands fire action. Okay, so this is how they potentially got their way, or potentially you kind of scuppered this. So nine's reflection cards. You're the chap there. We call him the wounded warrior. It's going to be a bit hard to see. He's got a bandage on his head, one on each arm. This guy's been through the ringer. This guy's been to hell and back, and he's looking back and he's going, do you know what? I might be beaten, blooded, battered, and bruised. However, I'm still standing. And it's in those moments, play your cards right, excuse a pun, that's how we step into our power. Reverse position, feeling defeated. Right. What this feels like is that whatever this situation is or was, you started opening up. You started going, right, something's happened. I'm not going to be defeated. I'm going on my path, potentially in a spiritual sense, right? What's this all about? And aiming towards some card happy ever after, right? What they wanted you to do is remain in an energy of questioning, is there any more I can do in this in the current environment? Because what you got to remember is when you elevate, when you grow, when you evolve, people don't like it. Okay. The new age love and light BS, it doesn't work. People don't go, you're an inspiration. They go, who do you think you are? I can't do that. I can't make the changes, etc., etc. So they wanted you stuck in a certain energy. They wanted you losing your passion for something and not following your intuition, and then kind of giving up and going in a new direction, going, oh well, sod it, this isn't going to work. Yeah, they wanted you basically sat in a pit with them. Okay, this happens all the time when it comes to a physical loss, death, right? And I had it, right? Everybody grieves in their own way, and that's perfectly fine. Nobody has the right to tell you you're taking too long or you're not taking long enough. Nobody. The sad fact is, for me, for example, I was triggered into this life's too short mentality. I'm going to push forwards. I'm going to chase those dreams. I'm going to chase that sun card. I deserve it. People around me wanted to sit in a pit. And that's fine. If you want to do that, you do that. But the sad fact is, you then become the target for their pain and their trauma because they can't stand it. They can't understand it. Okay, so just bear that in mind. Right. So let's go for what's going to pan out, or what did pan out, if this is a past one. Hello, Coda Bear. I will feed you once I've done the content, maybe. Right. Let's have a look. You have to excuse me a minute. Snivelling. Didn't take my hay fever tablet. I'll do that in a minute. Right. Right, okay, so there was at least a period of feeling a little bit fed up, or there's going to be. 5 of Cups, Cups, Water, Emotions. You're the figure there, normally in black. This is a reverse deck. In black's the mourning or grieving the 3 cups that have fallen over. Now there's 2 behind him. 4 cups. So upright position, it's normally when we're stuck in grieving mode and we don't realise there's going to be better times ahead. Reverse position, it's normally when, as I always say with this card, it's okay to be angry, sad, pissed off, annoyed. Something's not worked out. Something's not gone our way. Somebody's gone, but it's about realising there will be better times ahead. So there was a period of being a bit stuck in a grieving mode, or there is going to be. I keep saying was because I've got a situation in my mind and this has already happened. Okay. 9 of Wands, Wands fire action, 9 reflection card. So he's back again. So you did the wounded warrior part. Christ, I can't believe I've made it through that. Okay. Actually, I'm quite strong. Actually, I got through that so I can take on anything. 5 of Swords. Swords are where we think words we use. You're the figure in the foreground. They're 2 figures that laid the swords down, walking away. It generally talks about a difference of idea, direction, opinion. It can talk about winning a mental battle. Okay. Let's continue. Right. 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. So whereas this was coming up as an obstacle or blockage, in the reverse position, it tends to talk about frustration. Right, okay, I'm going to change my mind about these cards in spread 1, potentially. Hold fire. So yeah, this generally talks about grinding away, getting frustrated. We then got the Hierophant in the reverse. So again, breaking away from some kind of tradition or not going on that journey of self-discovery. Overall outcome card. Page of Cups, Cups, Water, Emotions. Court cards can be an energy within ourselves, can be the energy of somebody else around us. Pages are more youthful energy, don't have the knowledge or experience of the kings and the queens, don't have the full motion of the night. It's more about giving something to go. This page is about an offer. He's offering the cup, so it talks about an emotional offer. I feel like this is yourself right. So let's just amend these cards here. So whereas before I said the 8 of Pentacles was a blockage to them, I feel it was or could be a blockage if you follow that. As in, when the 8 of Pentacles isn't kind of working on things in a positive way, it can be what I call the whistle whilst you work card. And it's when we're telling ourselves, oh, well, if I keep on this path, if I keep working hard, it's going to work out. You realise, or you're going to realise, you don't want to work at that anymore. It doesn't work. The dynamics shifted and changed. And the Hierophant in the reverse there, I feel like what they wanted you to do is stick to some kind of tradition, keep pushing forwards with the status quo, and you are going to break out from that, okay, by giving yourself a little bit of opportunity to make you happy. Obstacles or blockages as you go forwards. Nine of Swords in the reverse. Swords are where we think, words we use. You're the person in bed, head in your hands, crying. It talks about periods of stress, sleepless nights, and it's depression. The swords here represents a ladder, talking about changing the mindset, right? The obstacle or blockage is changing the mindset, but not then taking the action to make the shift and the change. Removing any blockages. Lovers. Okay, so find that passion, find that excitement. Yeah, so I don't think if this hasn't panned out, I don't think you've got any issues here. So you are going to do grieving and mourning for something that's not worked out. What? Message pop up distracted me. But then you're going to do your wounded warrior thing. I think the Five of Swords is you saying something to someone or a group of people, because you're going to realise, I'm just grinding away here. I don't want this. I need to break away from this traditional way of doing things and give myself a new opportunity. So I think this collective is going to be fine. Like I say, it does feel a little bit like people don't want you pushing forwards. It doesn't necessarily have to be a malicious thing, but you know, it's because they don't want to do the hard work on themselves, basically. So yeah, if you want a personalised reading, link top of the profile. One of those, 18 quid, winter sale, get them, same day guaranteed.